Okay, this is a collective channeled message, and it's for very intricate blueprints of beings in this world. So you're going to know and feel if this message is for you. The next 3 years of your life are going to dramatically shift around you, and you're not going to be, you've spent the last like 3 to 5 years shifting internally, and so not much has really changed in your reality in the last 3 to 5 years. But in the next 3 to 5 years, I'm getting a stronger 3 than 5, but I'm just gonna go with it. Your reality is going to be shifting on the outside. You know how you know how they always say, like, it's the shifts inside that make the outside shift? That's what's kind of happening. So you've been working so hard on the inside the past few years that now all of a sudden your physical reality is going to start things are going to start showing up in your physical reality that are basically direct connections towards the things that you've been shifting inwardly. So for example, I'm just going to give a random example. Let's say that you've been really working on becoming a better friend. Friendships that don't align with that type of person that you have been working to become have been leaving, and new friendships are going to start showing up in your reality that align with those same values that you have found in yourself in the last couple of years. And it's going to be a lot of beings that are very in tune with you, because like when we start to shift as souls, we start to come into more of what we are naturally, more of our like divine right and our divine birth presence, which is kind of like who you are when you're a little baby, like right when you're born, right? Like when you come out the womb, you basically like have your full soul essence. You're just like fun, and you're like laughing and giggling and crying and screaming and doing every single little thing, and you're just all of your essence. And you have a lot of that when you're a child, and then we all go through our different things, right? And maybe you went through a lot, maybe you went through a little too much, which is never too much, because it's totally in alignment for who you're meant to become and be and continue becoming. But it probably felt like you're like, God, that was a lot. And like you may even be experiencing recently like people saying to you like, whoa, like you've definitely had a lot happen in your life, and you're like, you like always knew that, but you were always like almost like a little disassociative, like you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like what, again and things just like kept coming at you, and like all of this was like to help you become, right, to help you become who you're meant to be. But like so much happened, and now you're finally, because you've done so much internal work to move through all of the things that have happened, that you're coming to a point where you're starting to witness it. This might be like how it's beginning, how the external things are beginning, is other people starting to say to you things like, whoa, yeah, like when you say what you've been through, like it's a lot, like you've been through so much, my love. And you're just like fun. Like maybe like few years ago you used to like want people to like see you and like recognize that you were like, I'm going through shit, and people just like didn't, you know? And now you're hitting a point where you're like, yeah, I went through stuff, but like look at how amazing I am, look how wonderful I am, because I went through all this stuff, and I have turned fire to ice, you know? Like I have become something so magical, like a sculpture of being and presence, and this is such a special thing, and you like see this of yourself. And so now, because you've worked so hard to like see yourself, other people are like, oh, you've been through so much, like, or they're just like, they're finally like saying all these things that you used to want them to say, but like they're just like finally seeing you, you know? And it's because you've actually seen yourself, right? And so these next few years, like this is going to continue to happen, and it's going to start to happen like in the beginning. You're going to notice little tiny things that are happening, and they're going to just like appear in front of you, and you're going to be like, whoa, like I used to want that. I remember when I used to want that. Like I used to ask for that. I used to pray for that. But you're also going to notice just like the people and the presence, and like even your reality, like certain things are going to shift where you're like, oh, like I always used to ask for this to be a thing that existed, and like now it's existing. And it's going to be very, very cool. It's going to be almost like, it's not even going to be like a haha bet, like I knew this was going to happen, you know? It's going to be a lot more of like a, oh wow, like I used to want that so badly. And like, it's gonna be so beautiful that you have it, but it's gonna come from such a place of like, you did it for yourself first. And because you did it for yourself first, it's almost like a sign of recognition from your angels where you're like, wow, like, look at how much work I really did put into myself. Like, this is so beautiful to just like have that as a sign. And like, also what's coming into my reality is so beautiful too, but like, look at everything that I've created. Like, look at everything that I've done. Look at everything that you've hand crafted into your reality and your world, all by working on you, you know? And that's kind of what's going to be coming through. This message actually ended up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, just like be aware for the next like few years and like really be open to little signs from your angels, because, and even just signs in your reality, because there's going to be so much unfolding in front of you, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. And it's going to be really fun and cool too. So just like your angels want me to tell you, just like stay aware of signs, or stay open to signs, which you already are, but like stay open. Because they are really excited to start showing you some things that they've been wanting to show you for a very, very, very long time. Okay, I love you so, so, so much. If this message resonated with you, please do let me know. I will see you in the next message.